Yo, man, almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the Social Norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge? Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean Canteen and Beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the Social Norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back at it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This my man Beans.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's the Social Norm where we talk to you fellas, make you open your mind a little bit so y'all can be the best y'all can be. Now, today we got another banger for y'all. Today is Friday.
Yes, it is.
It is Friday. And today we got through the man. You know, he hit us with the 1, 2, 3 punch, but we ducked and dodged and we got to the end of the week. So today's banger today is how to surrender to win in relationships. All right, fellas. Now, before we go ahead and get into the episode, you know I got to give you a disclaimer. This is me and Bean's personal opinion. It's not factual. It's not the end all be all. This not the who said it and why. This not your mama told you and I'm telling you different. It's just how we see things. All right. Y'all got your opinion. We got ours. We're going to respect them both. Now, today, Beans, actually, you came up with this one.
Yes, I did.
And I'm going to give you the mic so you go ahead and tell us what it is.
Okay, so, you know, not to tell all my business because I can't really talk about it that much. You know, I've been going through a situation for the past 6 months. You know, me and this person were close and we're not anymore. For lack of a better term, we're feuding. And this person, you know, they went out and, you know, started lying on me, started telling rumors on me. And I'm not gonna lie to you, in the beginning, it was bothering me. Like every time somebody brought it to me, I would freak out. Yeah, I would be like,
as you should.
You know, that's a lie. I can't believe they said that. And after a while, you know, people started telling me, like, look, this person's gonna talk about you.
They're trying to get on your skin.
Regardless, yes, they're gonna get on your skin. Just be quiet, be cool, and then sooner or later, the truth will come out.
Or they're gonna put their foot in their mouth.
Yeah, or yes, basically.
Because you know what happens is when you keep telling lies, eventually you gotta make up another lie to fit that other lie.
Yes.
And eventually your wires get crossed. And the more questions people ask you, the more they realize you full of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, I remember you said because you didn't say anything, eventually other people spoke up on your behalf.
Yes, they started to realize, like, wait a minute, because this person told a lie. They were all out together.
Is you gonna tell the lie? You gonna tell?
I'll tell the lie.
Okay,
I'll tell what happened.
ahead.
So this person I'm talking about is a female, and we were together at one point. And a while ago, this was years ago, she had a certain illness. I don't know if I'm allowed to say what this illness was.
I mean, you could say it was okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, the person had an illness and she needed procedures done. Now I would take her back and forth to the hospital to get these procedures done, and this procedure caused bruises and scars to be all over her body.
Okay.
So when they went out a couple of weeks ago,
so she Deadpool,
basically.
Change the mutation.
So basically, what happened was she went out. People were talking about the scars and stuff, and this person said, "Well, instead of the procedure doing it, she said I did it. Like I was abusive, and I put these scars and bruises on her." And when this person told me, I was like, "What?" I was like, so luckily, a mutual friend was there. Some mutual friends were there, and they pulled her to the side and was like, "Hey, Beans didn't do that to you."
Yeah.
It's like, we know you had this procedure done, and that's what.
Isn't it funny how women can have, when they're hurt or when things ain't going their way, they create a illusion in their minds to where they'll say a lie so much that they'll actually believe the lie.
Yes, that's the worst, and that's the worst part about all of this situation. Like, she called me yesterday mad because her friends are starting to turn against her, right?
Did she bring up that she said which?
Well, yes, here goes the thing. That's the worst part about it. She said the lie so much. She was lying on me to me. Like, she was saying I did this stuff, and I'm listening like, what the it's like I'm looking at her like, I didn't do any of that. What are you talking about?
So did you bring it up and told her like, look, I never put my hands on you?
That's what I told her. I said, this is crazy.
And what'd she say?
And
Yes, you did.
She was like, just admit it and this and that. I was like, what?
And y'all think I'm lying when I say question everything a woman who's been so-called assaulted, attacked, raped, or whatever, question it. I'm not saying that they're not telling the truth. I'm just saying I know from life experience that when women are mad at you, they can create lies in their mind to fit the narrative that they see fit.
Yes. Like you said, was it hell have no fury like a woman scorned?
And it's true.
And
she will make sure that hell is on your doorstep.
And that's when I realized, when she started telling me that I did this stuff that we both know I didn't do.
Yeah.
I just like, all right, have a good night. And I just hung up on her. I was like, because I'm like, I'm not arguing with you because you clearly
she's trying to bring you into her energy.
And I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
I am not doing this at all.
But it's good you are done, because you just see right there what type of character this woman is bringing to the table.
Yeah, and that's that, and I said this, like, it wasn't the lies that bothered me. It's the fact that people believed it. Like, people weren't coming to me like, yo, I heard this, and that's crazy. It was like, man, you ain't telling me you was like that. I'm looking like, I didn't tell you because I'm not like that. What are you talking about? And
this is an example that I see from that. The fact that you stayed silent and you ended up winning in the end because her lies did not make sense. The same thing, if you see the whole Monique and DL Hughley situation, where Monique got mad at what the situation was with DL Hughley of being the headliner, and she went on stage and berated this man for 25 minutes
at his own show,
and her show too, about him being this and being that. Did you see how DL Hughley came about it? When he came up there, he talked about her for 20 seconds and said, somebody's mad, and left it alone, because he realized silence is key, fellas.
It's golden.
When you stay silent, the person who's a loudmouth who keeps talking, they punch themselves out. You can't argue unless I argue back.
That's true.
So if you're arguing and I'm just sitting there in silence, guess what happens? You punch yourself out, because you can only argue so much before you either get tired or you start not even making sense. Well, you're saying one thing and then saying another thing because I'm not giving you any information to go back with.
Exactly.
And the fact is, everybody's going against Monique in this situation because she keeps going in hard, and DL Hughley is staying silent. He's not really saying that much. He's just showing evidence that, look, this is my contract. Look, he's not saying anything degrading towards her.
That's right.
But she's going because she's emotional.
She's going at his family and his friends and everything like that. She even mentioned like Steve Harvey and stuff like that. Like, what does that mean?
Exactly. She starts bringing in other people that aren't even involved in that situation because she's so emotional. She wants to fight. She wants him to, if I throw a jab, you throw a jab back. So now I can counter it. But if I'm not throwing anything, I'm not doing anything, you just look stupid. You're gonna just like, I'm robo-doping you right now.
Yeah.
And I think so many of us get caught up to where when someone does something that we don't like, we quick to jump and attack and try to fight back to get in defense mode. But the reality is, if you act like it doesn't bother you, you're above this, because it shouldn't bother you.
Yeah.
Because once again, she is a female. She is reactive. She's not proactive. So if you act calm and you don't engage, all she can do is once that her stage of anger, it wears off after a while because she understands you're not going to entertain that. And she's going to fall right back into her submissive mode. It's like, guarantee you, after this, if you keep staying silent, you know what's going to happen? She's going to contact you and want to apologize. I'm sorry for doing what I did. I didn't mean to. I know you never done this.
Felt the type of way. Yeah.
I know you never put your hands on me. That
Oh,
she's gonna feel because she knows you didn't allow her energy to consume you and go into her energy. So you stayed in mess and hey, you know what? I'm not gonna entertain this. Bye. And guess what she's gonna realize? She's gonna eventually her fantasy is gonna keep the reality is gonna keep hitting her fantasy, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. See, if you fought her and complain, now she has energy to say, "Yeah, see, he did hit me
Yeah,
because
see
he's
how
acting
crazy. He how crazy he looks.
exactly." But if you just like, look, I'm not entertaining this. Click, click, click. She's gonna now her fantasy doesn't make sense anymore, and she's gonna have to force herself to accept the reality that she's lying, you never put hands on her. And the fact is, she's a liar, and she has to now. She has to come back and save face. Eventually, she will, and she'll say, "You know what? I was wrong for that."
Yeah.
And she gonna want you. You know, how can I make it up to you? How can I do this? How can I do that? You have a blessed day, or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just Go
You
on,
know,
go
yeah.
on and live your life.
But
And that was and I hate to put it like no, I don't. It was a little bit of victory because her friends are starting to come and talk to me like, you know what? Because one of them was like, well, I owe you an apology because when she first started saying this stuff, I believed it. But then I said, but after a while, she's like, I started to realize, like, you know, she's sitting there making stuff up.
my question is this, and this is why I don't want to know from people. Why are we so quick to accept what women say when it comes into relationships? How can you be with somebody for years, never been accused by the police, by neighbors, by anybody of putting hands on somebody, and then all of a sudden they break up, and now this man's, you know, he's Hitler and reincarnated to where he's abusive, he's beating on me, he's doing all these things. And then my question is this for the ladies: if he was doing all these things this whole time, why have you never said nothing to nobody? Why did you never say nothing to nobody, or no one ever saw it? Or the fact of the matter is, why did you stay that long? It's because some of this stuff is lies.
I really do think people want to believe this. I really believe people want to like
Yes,
have this negative.
they want the narrative that a man, especially a black man, is evil, is a predator, is a danger. And the reality is, we're none of those things. We're just trying to live our lives just like you ladies are, just like any other race is. And the fact that you know we're the easiest target to manipulate to where people can say, oh, he hit you. Yeah, you know what? The stereotype of, you know, black men or men in general being the abuser of the relationship. It's such an easy card to pull.
I mean, even the laws. I mean,
yeah.
When police get called in a situation, who always goes to jail?
The man.
The man. All this automatic. Even if he didn't do anything, he's like, the man has to go.
Yeah.
I have seen it with my own eyes.
Even if you're not responsible, you got to take responsibility.
Yeah, you got to go.
And that's another reason why you should stay silent, because nowadays in 2022, you have cameras. Put a camera on her, don't say nothing, and see how irate a woman gets when you don't give her ammo to feed her negativity or toxic energy, or whatever you want to call it, toxic femininity. Because you know I always say toxic masculinity. It's really toxic femininity. I hate saying that word. It's such a hard word.
Toxic femininity.
Yeah, toxic femininity.
A lot of ends.
Because we don't know where to go with it when you're acting up, and we can't. We live in a day and age where we can't hold you against our will, like stop it, holding you down, because then you're gonna say, oh, you're hurting me, you're doing this, you're doing that. When we all know it's just like working at a job where in prison where guys trying to he wants to go to medical for his chest pains, but he's screaming to the top of his lungs, I can't breathe. Like, well, what are you screaming for if you can't breathe?
Yeah, I've seen that. We've all seen that a dozen
Like,
times.
soon as you look, put your hand up. Soon as you grab the girl, you're hurting me. You're hurting. You're like, dude, I'm not even doing anything to you. But they're gonna play that role because they know it can be used in their advantage.
Yeah, it's just like that. You ever see that TikTok skit where this chick is just slapping the hell out of this dude?
No.
And then he goes, okay, now knock it off. And then she flies in the corner like, oh yeah, like
yeah. Oh, it was a parody.
Yeah, it was a parody. It wasn't real. She just like hitting him, and then he just it's like, okay, knock it off. And that's just how it is. It's unfortunate.
The best thing you can do sometimes is just stay silent. Let her punch herself out.
Yes.
And that's just not in relationships. That's in any form.
Yes.
Even if you got a bully, just let them say what they're gonna say, and then you just look at them like, all right, is that all you got? Like,
Yep. And it's and I'm not gonna lie, it's not an easy thing to do. I'm not gonna lie to you, because every time somebody came back to me, I was like, it was.
But think about this: if there was a lie, a rumor told, like, you stole something, or you did something that everybody was like, why feed into it and try to defend yourself? Anytime it seems like in human nature, when we try to defend, it seems like hard because you didn't do something. It seems like people assume you did do it because you are trying so hard to defend it.
Yeah, and it's crazy how even it does make you look even more guilty when you go hard. Like, man, I ain't do that, man. I don't know why y'all keep telling me. It makes you look even more guilty, and I don't know why.
But see, because I think the same way. Like, if somebody did something to me, or said I accused me of something, I'm going to try to go hard and say, look, I didn't do this.
Yeah.
I know it. Like, plain example, O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson was down for double murder.
Mm-hmm.
In the courtroom, he was smiling and giggling and all that kind of stuff. And I'm kind of like, ain't no way in hell if I had double murder on my resume,
listen,
I'm gonna be smiling in court. Exactly. I'm gonna be crying. They're gonna have to put a gag order on me because I'm gonna be blurred. That's a lie. That's a lie, Your Honor. Like,
yes. I like they probably tell him, like, look, bro,
you looking real guilty.
don't say a damn thing.
I couldn't be in the courtroom. I would have been in the courtroom. I'd have been like,
But just look at all the and I hate to use this one. Even the was it George Zimmerman?
George Zimmerman? Okay, what about him?
He didn't say a word either.
No, and then, look, he won.
He won his case. Most time when people are just like not saying nothing.
You know why? Because his lawyers knew anything he says will be used against you in the court of law. And that's reality. If you say something, you can't take it back. You might say something that might incriminate you in that argument or in that accusation. So just stay silent. Is that, best thing to do is ask questions. When they be like, yeah, I heard you hit somebody. You think I hit that person?
Exactly.
Do I look like somebody that would hit that person?
I wish I would have did that in the beginning, because it took me a while. It took me a while to get here.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, because I was like, man, you know me for years. I don't do that stuff, man. What's wrong with you? And I was bugging. I was bugging out.
Because it hurt your ego to hear somebody that you once cared about telling lies on you about something that that's not your character. And the fact is, it's almost the total opposite. It's like you went and took care of this person while they were going through a crisis in their life. And then the fact is, now that y'all not together, they tried to take you down. I think we see that so often where somebody's good in a relationship, and then when they break up, the other person just tries to drag them lower than they are.
Yeah.
To say, like, I'm gonna destroy this person's life. And I'm not saying, we all know it's not right, but we also understand people can be hurt. Hurt people.
Yes, that's true.
So the fact of the matter is that just shows you the character and how hurt this person really is inside to go and try to do this to you.
Yeah. And when I take a step back, I can really breathe and be like, okay. And I pretty much put it together how you did in my own head. I was like, this person's just mad. They're hurt.
And some
Yeah.
of us, I mean, you got the, I didn't mean to cut you off. You have the wherewithal to say, you know what, I'm gonna see what this other person is feeling and going through. A lot of us don't have that, and they'll say, fuck that person.
Yeah.
I ain't hearing that. They better come correct or don't come at all. Da, 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 da. And I'm like,
Don't give me too much credit because it crossed my mind.
no, but
It
that's
crossed
what
my
being a man is. Being a man is knowing what the other person is going through.
Yes.
Try to put yourself in their shoes, the female shoes, and say, look, she's feeling this type of way because you know human nature, women nature is the victim. They
Yes.
are the victim. They are, most people feel they're the victim. They never see themselves as the bad guy in a story.
Yes.
There was a book I read called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And in one of the stories, they were talking about the Al Capone. They were talking about I think it was Two Gun Charlie, some these real bad guys back in the day who were criminals. And each one of them, when they asked them about, when people interviewed them, asked them about themselves, they always see themselves as someone good to the community.
Yeah.
A Robin Hood, somebody who
Yeah.
helps the community. But they're not looking at the murdering, the killing, the stealing, the robbery, all the bad things they do in the community because they don't see themselves as the bad guy.
Yeah. Al Capone would actually do like interviews with the newspapers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he would be like, look, I'm providing a service
Yes.
that people want. And the only reason why it's illegal is because the government can't control it. And he did say, like, once the government can control it, then it won't be illegal anymore. And they won't see me as the bad guy. And he was right. He still went to prison. He didn't go to prison for
oh, here we go.
bootlegging.
So
Go
it
ahead.
says, okay. So Al Capone, Two Gun Crowley, and Albert Hall. Let's realize their criticisms are like homing pigeons. They always return home. Let's realize that the person we are going to correct or condemn will probably justify himself or herself and condemn us in return. Or like a gentle, okay. So pretty much what they're saying is when somebody does something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
you don't criticize them. You never criticize people. As much as we want to, it's the easy thing, but it's the less respected thing at all times because people always see themselves as the hero. Even the villains. If you watch any movie, Scar, from Lion King, Killmonger from Black Panther,
Yeah.
they don't see what they're doing as a negative. They only see it in their eyes and they see it as a positive, something that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just how humans are. So when you realize that anybody who does something to you or says something bad about you, it's look at it through their eyes and don't criticize them. Just say, I wouldn't have done it. You know, don't even say I wouldn't have done it that way. Just be like, okay, I see where you're going with it, and just leave it and keep it silent. Don't say anything.
I know it sounds. If you would have told me this stuff about a year or two ago, I would have looked at you and said,
you would have said you a sucker,
Yeah.
you this, you that, because that's the only way we've known is to fight
Yes.
back and be
Yeah.
defensive. But you don't have to win.
Yes, and I'm learning that. You know, I'm learning something new every day, and even till this day, even with all the lies and stuff, I'm not even mad.
You shouldn't be.
I'm
It's
not
above
even
you.
mad. I'm just like, you know what? People will see you for what you are now. You know, I hope you get the help that you need.
Oh damn! You hit him with the. I hope you get the help you need. That
Because,
right there
man,
hurts
I
every time.
I figured that because when this person was telling me like I did these things, I'm like I didn't do none of that stuff. And you know I didn't. Like, what do you
Mhm.
Like now you're believing your own lies. Like,
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's
you
it's
really-
simple. It's always good to believe your own lies. It's hard to accept that you are full of shit.
yeah. It's crazy though, man.
I'm just trying
It's
to figure out-
frustrating.
Well, here we go. This is what it says. It says, "Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Nobody wants to hear a complainer. Nobody wants to hear a criticizer. Nobody wants to be condemned. Treat people as you would want to be treated." See all these little nursery little things that would be on the board when you was in preschool.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's shit when you get older, you wasn't paying it no mind. You wasn't thinking none of it. But it really is real and helps you see the world as it should be.
Life
for-
lessons.
Life lessons is true. And I'm telling you, fellas, and I'm telling you this off of experience. Criticizing your woman is the quickest way for you to not get the draws and the quickest way to lose your woman. Because a woman's reason to wanting you to be around her is for you to make her feel like a woman. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And to uplift her.
Compliment her.
Make her feel sexy, make her feel wanted. In the same version, the reason men deal with women is for women to make him feel like a man. Giving up her body, uplifting him, make him feel like a king. And sometimes, and this really for ladies more than men, because men sometimes we've almost mastered silence sometimes
Mhm.
with a woman. Silence can work both ways, ladies. You need to understand that if you have a demeaning or criticism towards your man, it's better to be quiet. And you know what? I was at a barbecue for Memorial Day,
Uh-huh.
and I met with one of these very lovely, wise, sophisticated. How can you say it? What's a sexy way to say a older lady? Seasoned,
Sure.
seasoned lady.
Okay.
And she told me and gave me some great advice. She said, when someone says something that you don't like and they ask you to retort, they ask you to say something back to them, all you do is say, I'm listening to you. At this time, I have nothing. I have nothing to say at this moment. But I'm lending my ears to you.
Okay.
Lend your ears, because you'll get more information by listening to what they're saying
Mm-hmm.
than talking. Sometimes when people argue and they're mad and they say something back, they're waiting for you to say something, and they're not even so. And then they keep talking, and if you don't say anything, they don't even know they've said the opposite of what they just saying earlier.
Okay.
So listen, say, I can right this moment, I have nothing I can to say right now, but I'm lending my ears to you. Because you might say something at that moment because you're mad that might really destroy y'all relationship. So if you ain't got nothing nice to say,
Don't say nothing at all.
that's what it is. It's simple. You don't say nothing at all if you ain't got nothing nice to say. So you might think it's productive because you mad and they mad and you say, you know what, this person need to know about themselves. No, they don't. You think you telling them something they don't already know?
Somebody already done told them.
That's what I'm saying. You know how you are. You know if you blow up about small things. You know if you keep quiet about stuff. You know if you're a liar. You know if you're a cheater. You know if you got resentment in your heart towards people. You know all those things. Ain't nothing somebody need to tell you that you don't already know about yourself. Now, you might not acknowledge it, but you know it.
Yeah. Deep in your heart, you know.
Exactly. So there's no reason to tell anybody about themselves. They know what they are. But there is a time to where you could listen. Because sometimes when people are talking, they might not be saying nothing, but they're saying something.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning they want to be heard. Let them talk, sit back, relax, and you might learn something that you never knew about that person.
I call that the aha moment. Some people are like, why do you let people talk? And some people say that about you. It's like, why you just let him talk? I'm like, well, first of all, he's a grown man, number one. Number two, I was like, if you just listen, after a while, you'll understand where they're coming from.
That's it.
You'll say something like, aha, okay.
Now I know what it.
That's what he means. That's where he coming from.
Yeah.
But people are so quick
to
hear.
As soon as you say something that they don't like, they on it. And they don't hear nothing else you saying. And they don't want to hear nothing else you saying.
Yeah, people say, well, you should interject. I'm like, no. I said, but did you listen to the rest of what he said? They're like, no. I say, if you did, you would know why I didn't interject on what he said. Because
you're waiting on the punchline. You're waiting on to find out, okay, where's this going?
Yeah.
So many times, me and my father, we butt heads so much because I'll start talking and he has to interrupt me to say something he wants to say. And I told him, I said, you don't understand how frustrating that is when you start to talk and you jump in and then that person loses their train of thought of what they were saying.
Yeah, that is annoying. And a lot of times people do this. Like they're not listening at all. They're just waiting for their turn to talk.
And that's yes. And I tell him, I said, don't sit back waiting for me to finish so you could retort and say something. Because at that point, you're not listening or receiving what I'm saying. What you're doing is you're waiting on a pause to say something more.
Yes. And you're gonna totally miss the point.
The message.
Try to miss what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
And then you got nothing out of the conversation.
Nothing, because now we're running in circles because I'm trying to go back for you to understand where I'm coming from and you don't see it. So it's best to just stay silent. That's why they always say God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. Do twice as much listening as you do talking, and you'll learn a lot. You'll be a wise person.
That is very true.
But
I've learned to do a lot of listening over these years.
So, like I said, last episode we talked about being appreciative, appreciating your woman and making her feel important. This episode we talking about being silent. Now, I know a lot of men in this day and age, we're so wanting to be heard and feel important that we have this macho attitude about I'm not gonna be silent. I'm not gonna be because I'm not gonna give her more than I get before I get mine because we feel like that's something weak or we feel that we won't receive something. But understand something. You get more for giving than you do than receiving. You will always get more in life when you give than if you try to receive.
Yes.
Because if you give, you'll get more receiving back than you ever thought. But if you just try to take, you're never going to give back what you take from somebody. So it's always best to be the person of giving. Be appreciative towards that person. Make them feel important. Go ahead and listen to that person. And when we do this, fellas, ladies will start to turn from that masculine energy to back to their feminine selves, and they will be willing to suck, fuck, do whatever the fuck you want them to do anytime.
And a lot of times I've learned this in my marriage too, that sometimes they don't want you to say anything.
No, and that's my go ahead.
They just want you, they just need a listening ear.
Preach.
Sometimes they just, even though, because a lot of times, I've had this argument at work because, as men, we tend to be problem solvers. So when they come to us with a problem, we be like, why don't you do this? Or why don't you say this to this person? And
I'm guilty at that all the time.
Me too. So, and a lot of times they get more upset because we missed the point of listen. They just want somebody to vent to. Just listen to me. Let me get this out.
Now, secretly, we all know we're trying to solve the problem because we're tired of hearing
Yes.
the problem.
That's also true.
That's the real key. We're tired of hearing her vent, and we want to solve it so we can move on to other things,
to the next one.
or the next problem, or just
Yes.
to some fun. So that's where you have to appreciate your woman and understand she's a human being too.
Yes.
She has her problems, and she needs you to let her vent it out
Mhm.
to where
Yes.
that way, because what you're doing is, it's like if your woman tells you a problem, or no, my bad, if you tell your woman a problem and she uses it against you later, that's how it almost is like.
Yeah,
When
it's
a-
the equivalent. You mean to
Exactly.
that, yes.
Because when a woman is telling you her problems, she's expressing herself, and she's hoping that you can listen to her and let her just vent. And then from there, she will come to with anything with her having issues, she'll come to you. That's
Yes.
what you really want. You want your woman to be where anything comes, she come to me first.
Yes, that's exactly what you want.
It's the same reason where, like, if she has a father, you have a daddy's girl.
Mhm.
When she has a problem, who's the first thing she goes to?
She goes to her father.
Because she knows he can solve it, even if it's just talking to.
Mhm.
And I had to learn that. I can 100% say
I've done it.
I was the worst at that, because I'm like, well, do you want a problem, solve it, or do you just want to keep talking?
Because how many times have you heard like she's talking to you like you're not listening to me, and you like, yeah, I am. I sat here this whole time.
Yeah, I'm listening.
but you
But
are, but you're not. It's just-
I'm listening, but I'm like, after I'm like, okay, you've been talking about this person for 20 minutes. Let me just tell you what you might want to try to do.
yeah.
And then they're like, oh, I'm not. I can tell you right now, my girl used to say this all the time. Sometimes I just want you to listen.
Yep. Every man has heard that.
And I'm like, and I didn't understand what she meant by it, but she literally was saying, I just want you to listen.
Just be
Don't say
quiet.
anything.
Yeah. Just
Let me just say what I gotta say. And you know what I've noticed? When you don't say anything to anybody and just let them vent, they tend to find the answers themselves.
Yes.
And then but this is the funny part about it. They think you gave them the answer.
yeah.
Oh man, I really appreciate you, man, helping me.
Right.
And you said nothing. You might have, you know what you did? You said you were a therapist. Really? How
Yeah.
did that make you feel? You
Yeah.
just said little shit
Yeah.
gets them to just keep talking
Yeah.
to find the answer.
Well, what? She did that for real?
Exactly.
You'd be like, yeah. And she just kept.
He's just like, oh man, that's
Yo,
wild.
That is.
I can't believe she'd do that.
That is so true. Sometimes silence is golden. It is what it is. Like I told you, we talked about this story before. I lost my voice for a solid 30 days. Like
Shout out to you, Shay.
Well,
He said, I always go to my daddy's.
Daddy's girl.
Well, you can come to me later. No,
No.
I just playing.
Oh,
But-
Lord.
That's it. That's all they're looking for.
Yes.
Like, let's be real. All men and women really looking for is they dad or they mom.
They say that men look for their mothers and women look for their fathers,
So
which is not good.
I felt like this episode is big because I was, like I said, I was horrible at that. I always wanted to just problem solve.
I think all men are bad at that in the beginning.
Because we think about it as we should be able to solve this problem for her. Or
Yes.
maybe we feel like how we would do it, this problem would have been solved already.
Yes, and we can't think about how we would handle it.
But what we got to realize is this. Sometimes women don't want to solve problems. They just like to talk shit. And this how they get through their day.
Yeah.
So just understand, this is your woman. She's the type that likes to vent about people at her job, and that she has to find a reason to complain about stuff.
Yes.
Everybody does it. My father does it. I mean, I've done it. We've all done it.
Yeah. Because work sucks. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
It just does. People suck. So
People can be annoying. And when you look back and you appreciate that person, you're like, all right, this is what they do. They do this.
yeah.
That's fine.
That's part
Afterwards, I'm gonna say you want to go get some ice cream.
as boyfriend, husband, whatever. You are the therapist. You are the listening ear.
Yeah.
You are the shoulder to cry on. And sometimes we forget, like you said, sometimes they don't want the problem solved.
They don't. And once you realize you're a woman, you realize she's the type of person that doesn't want a problem solved. But learn that from staying silent. Because if you stay silent, she'll eventually, if she really wants a problem solved, she'll ask you. Because you've given her time to vent. You've given her time to express herself. Now she says, you know what?
What do you think I should do?
What do you seem wise. You know why you seem wise? Because you didn't interrupt her. You didn't say nothing bad or negative. You didn't criticize her. So of course you seem wise. Don't say anything. She's gonna say, what do you think I should do about this?
You know what I learned to do? Like when she would come me for a problem, I wouldn't sit there. Like I wouldn't be in the living room and sit there while she's talking to you about it, because it feels like it takes forever. I'll be like, let's get in the car.
Or
would you get some?
Or would you be on your phone? Like, yeah, I hear you. That's another thing that I'm bad at.
do.
They hate that. Fellas, women hate when men are on their phones and you're like, I hear you.
Don't
For real?
do that, man.
And even if you do, it's not about that. It's about that she, just like when she's on a date, she wants your complete attention on her.
Yes. Well, this is what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? Why don't we get in the car, go somewhere, and I would let her talk while I was driving. Or and we
so it make it seem like
we end up at like Dairy Queen or somewhere.
It's like a mini date.
Yeah. So she's sitting there,
therapy session.
She's sitting there buzzing some ice cream down, talking about Susan at work,
Uh-huh.
and I'm sitting there enjoying my ice cream. Like, okay, I'm getting something out of this now. So
you're getting some ice cream, and then maybe later on you might get some later for
you know,
letting her talk.
Because sitting there, it's like, oh my god, this is.
I ain't gonna lie, I hear you. It's painful. It's very painful because, like, I remember my girl used to talk. My ex, she used to talk for like 25 minutes, and then I try to interject, not to stop her from telling the story, but just to ask a question about somebody in the story, for it can make sense to me. Like, okay, she just say stop. She said, "Let me finish the story. I'll probably answer the question if you just let me finish. Go ahead." So she go through it. Never answer the question that I wanted to ask. And by the time she be done, I forgot the question I wanted to ask her.
Get a notepad, but hold on. I'm gonna say my question too.
Oh my god. He said, now did I answer your question? I'm like, no, you didn't. Well, what was it? I don't even remember now. I just want this to go to something else. She'd be like,
it's just crazy how all men go through this.
All of us.
It's funny. But I ain't gonna lie, I did used to interject too. Like, who is this again now?
You can't help it sometimes, but I mean, you gotta, fellas. If you want to be good with your woman, just be quiet. Don't even say nothing to her.
And my biggest problem is when I actually met her coworkers. Like, oh, this is Susan. I'm like, oh, so you Susan? Like,
why would you say that?
It just be coming out. I'll be like, oh,
now she like,
you've heard of me? I'm like,
I heard something. You still not wiping your ass when you go to the bathroom because there ain't no toilet paper in there.
Yeah, but she be so mad. Why would you say that? I'm like, you don't told me about Susan like 8 billion times. I'm like, I finally put a face to a name, man. Like, come on now.
Hey, y'all, if y'all like the content, man, go hit that like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit the notification bell. We do every Monday and Friday, 4:30 Eastern time. You know what it is, man. And if you want to go ahead and support the channel, hit the notification, donation on the Cash App for us. My man with the one time. My man love the Lunchable, so go ahead and help him out. And yeah, let's see what does Shay got to say. I know she loves the comment. Let's see. Come on, Beans, you don't drop the T. Yeah, you look. That's true. That's so true. If your girl tell you something about another person, you is not supposed to run up there and say something to
I
them.
do have a bad habit of, oh, you that motherfucker. I do have a bad habit of doing that.
I'm glad you told me that. I will not tell you about people that get on my damn nerves that you do not know.
I do have a bad. I'm working on it, y'all.
That's trash.
Because when you paint somebody in a negative light so much, like this person's bothering my lady. So when I see in the back of my mind, I'm like, when I see him, it's gonna be a problem.
Do you not understand that everybody bothers your lady?
Yeah, I
Your lady
know.
is just a bother.
I know.
That's what that is. Susan, nothing wrong with Susan. It's something wrong with your girl.
I know. I don't do it like that no more. Okay, so I'm good.
I want to know from you, Shay. Tell us something that you wish men would start doing.
This might take a minute.
Yeah, just something simple.
She probably got a laundry list.
Because we come up with, and a lot of times we come up with these topics because we've dealt with it ourselves and realized that we got to do better. And I ain't just talking about just me and Beans. I'm talking about men in general.
Yes.
To build the
family unit again.
The family unit, and not even that, to build that disconnect that we have in society between men and women.
Yes.
Especially black women and black men.
Yes, we are at odds more than ever. It's always been like a silent feud between us, but now it's just.
Now, you know what's so crazy? So I talked to somebody today, and they were talking about how this woman, she has a lot of kids from black men. She's a black woman, but now she's dating a white man. And they're as happy as they can be. Now, mind you, I asked her, what does he bring to you that makes, that you feel like it's different than everybody else? And she said, he appreciates me and we communicate well to where if we have an issue, we squash it right at the beginning. It doesn't build up to anything. And I was like, wow.
I can get behind that.
All right, let's see what she said. No, I don't have it. No, you don't got a laundry list.
That's what I say.
But I've seen your Facebook page and I've seen you post some things to where you're like, she frustrated. She definitely frustrated sometimes with us men.
Shay, do you have not to be in your business?
No.
You got a
boyfriend?
No.
I don't think she does. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna put her business out there.
Yeah, I just out of curiosity. I'm sorry. I'm being too curious. I'm sorry. You ain't gotta answer that.
Answer it, Shay. I don't think she
My
has
apologies.
Let me say right now, Shay is a very fun, loving person. We have great conversations when we talk on the phone, and
she do seem like a
Shay. You want to get on the show? Because we we got a number you can call. She said communication better, choose better in telling certain women your feelings.
That's good. She's saying communicate better, basically.
Choose better in telling certain women your feelings. Yeah, you're right. You cannot tell every woman your feelings.
That is true.
And I watched this thing with TD Jakes, and he was talking about, ladies, men want to tell you their feelings. But sometimes we tell you them and you use it against us. And all you did was show us we can't trust you with our feelings.
It is unfortunate, but it's actually true.
You know, what was your question? My question was, what is something that you feel men need to do?
Oh, I think she mean like I asked her, did she have a boyfriend?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, never mind, don't answer that.
Oh, do you have a boyfriend? Yeah, me. Stop playing with me.
But yeah, I understand. Like, it's tough to be meant that, because I actually got an argument with somebody I know because a woman said, I was out somewhere and the female said, well, I don't want no man to be crying and all this other stuff. And I was like, well, how do you expect a man to understand your feelings when he can't express his own?
You know what? Oh, this is another thing I was talking to the girl. When you said that, I thought about it. I told the girl who was dating the white guy, I said, you know what? You get what you put in. And that's real facts.
Man.
What you put in a relationship is what you're going to get. if you're a person who's a liar, you're gonna guess what's gonna happen. You're gonna get some lies put in that relationship. If you're a cheater, you're gonna get some cheating involved. If you're a compassionate, appreciative person, more times than not, you're gonna get somebody who's compassionate and appreciative towards you back.
Do you know what's crazy? Somebody used to quote me that. I was with somebody. They used to quote me that all the time. You get out what you put in.
Oh, she says you want the number. Hold up. Do we still have that number up there? Let me
Oh man, I gotta remember we haven't used it in so long.
I know what was the thing that I used to use to do the number?
Uh,
I forgot what it was. No, it's not that.
let's see if I go back.
I got the number. I don't know if it can call though. Let's see. That's the number, but I gotta see if I can because I think it's just gonna call from here, ain't it? But I can
I think you gotta put your
give me 1 second, Shay.
where's the
Because remember we had it on the phone on
we're
the
so unprepared right now.
yeah.
Well, we didn't need this. It didn't just go
No,
straight to
yeah,
it.
but I think I had a website.
Google numbers
Yeah,
or
we
whatever.
put the Google number in. Don't call it yet, or you can call it. I don't care. There we go. Google number. There we go. All right, now you can call
Let's
it.
see how this goes.
Call the number on the screen if you want to talk to us. Anybody, you can ask us questions, whatever you want to talk about. We ready. 716-218-9317. That's the social norm phone number. But yeah, it's what you put in a relationship. And that's every relationship. Friends, family, work, whatever.
Yes.
Is what you're gonna get out of it. And it sounds so simple, but it's so complex at the same time. So
And the hard part about that when I hear certain phrases kind of trigger me, and that's one of them. But not so much anymore.
See, I'm very protective over black man feelings because I don't think that they supported or guarded enough. Thank you.
Very true. Facts.
Oh, she said, nope, I'm single as a dollar bill.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering that. You didn't have to.
But what you were saying?
Yeah, because I was with somebody, she would always say this to me,
Mm.
and she really didn't put too much in the relationship. And I was like, this should make me laugh. But and so every time I hear it, I think of that, and I'm like, but now look where we're at.
Yeah, that's true.
And I had to say it back to her, like, you get out what you put in.
It is what you put in is what you're gonna get out. If you don't put in, and this is what somebody told me, she said, if you're second guessing yourself towards somebody, how do you expect they're gonna be? They're gonna second guess themselves toward you. If you're only given just enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just enough, so where you feel you're not being used. Oh, here we go.
Let's see if it.
Oops, hold up. 1 second. Hold up, Shay. Give me. I fucked up. All right. Where the hell is this damn thing? All right, here we go. I gotta get over here. Don't hang up. Or maybe you didn't hang up. Hello? Call right back. Call right back. I fucked up. I'm sorry.
I thought you had to answer it on there.
I do. That's why I'm telling her. Hold up. I just gotta. Oh, this is so ghetto. Give me one more try. All right. Call back one more time, Shay. There we go. Call back one more time. My fault, y'all. I messed up. Call. He said I called, no answer. Call one more time, Shay. I got you this time. Call back, and I'm gonna hook it up. I got it. I got it set up now. All right. Hello? Hello? Hey, what up, Shay?
What's going on?
How you doing today?
What's going on with you?
Oh, you
I'm about to say you always in your car.
she really is always in her car. Let me okay.
Okay.
And let me just say she does. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you do? I got a lot of
Mm.
questions for you. Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that.
She got a real job.
Child Protective Services. That's what you do? Listen, I don't tell. Listen.
They be like, "Come
listen.
on, kids, let's go get some ice cream. I'm gonna be the best parent ever." Yeah.
You want some toys? Listen,
Kid, mom over there. Kid, like, all right, mom. I guess I'll go.
listen, I get it. Because I don't tell too many people what we do either.
So, but let's talk about it. You said,
You wish men would communicate more.
I mean, what are those things?
I'm
What are
glad
those
you.
things?
I'm glad you said it.
Are you talking about towards men or just in general? So y'all ain't had to resolve. No one resolved the situation. That we all agree.
Well, see, that's the thing. You see what you did right there? That's what we men try to do. We try to help you get past it.
And then when we realize there's no getting past it,
She
just wants to be in this state of emotion. We just be like,
listen.
Imagine that. Look, the yeah, like you said, the frustration you have when you're like, we're going around in circles. There's no ending, and it seems like we're just staying in the same spot, not resolving it. And how frustrated you get to where you're like, I'm done with this. Imagine men. This is what we do all the time.
On a daily basis. But doesn't that get annoying after a while? Like you talking about the friend
Women-
that's always sad.
See, this is the thing. I think women know. I think they know in their hearts. They know they're annoying. They know they're annoying, and they. No. Let's be honest with this. You have witnessed it yourself, and you just spoken into existence. Y'all know y'all are annoying, and y'all want someone to be able to deal with it. And because you can't deal with it amongst yourselves. That's why most women aren't even friends with each other. Let's be real. The reason every time women hang out with each other, they realize something. And this is the truth of it all. Y'all realize y'all need us in here to referee this shit. Otherwise, the world will be fucked up even worse than we already fucked it up.
I
Cause you know it's gonna be dysfunctional as fuck. She's like, I see the squad. She's like, this squad is about to get beat up. I'm good. Fellas, can I go? They can agree with you and say, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
See, this is the difference.
That's the thing about us, man.
This is the difference. If y'all in a group setting for work, you could come up with a good, legitimate, logical idea.
Mm-hmm.
And because even if I didn't like you, because I'm a man, I could say, you know what, fuck, I don't like her ass, but that was a good ass idea. Let's run with that. That's the difference. We can go set our pettiness aside for the greater good. But the difference with women is all she see is, I hate that bitch. And I'm not giving her nothing.
And y'all will sabotage each other.
They will say, we're gonna this mission gonna fail. Cause I want to make sure she, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. My sister, she only has like 2 friends, 2 female friends.
Yeah. And I'll say this: if you can find 2 legit female friends, they will go to the end of earth. They will go to the end of earth for these girls. But the rest of them is some scandalous ass women, because they'll be smile in your face and go fuck your man behind your back. So yeah. Now let me ask you this. I want to switch the subject. Like I said, this episode is about surrendering to winning the relationship. Do you feel there's times where you should be silent in your past relationships, or for the man or for you? Do you feel what we said about being silent when you don't have anything positive to say towards somebody? Does that work? Yes. Okay. What the message was we said that if your woman is talking
Mm-hmm.
or arguing with you or dealing with you in a negative way, it's best to stay silent because you will end up winning in the end by being quiet and almost letting her knock herself out with arguments. Have you ever done that in a man with a man? Have you ever where a man is arguing with you or saying some bad things, whatever the case may be, and you stayed silent because you knew anything you were going to say was going to be negative? How does that work? Well, we know you wouldn't do it all the time. You're a woman, so
Oh, she put the government out there. Oh shit.
that's all right. I found out my name is there's 6,000 people with my name in America. 1 out of 50. Is it 58,000?
Nah, I
Good
get
thing
it.
she don't
Good-
know your nickname.
good
That's all
thing.
she knows you as Beans. So
Yeah, most people don't know. Okay. Oh, yeah. You know me by my real name? Okay. Listen, here, this is a fact though. Most people don't know me by my real name. If you haven't worked with me or in my family, you don't know me by
As-
my real name.
Yeah. Which is funny because because when I had you meet my one friend, they asked you your name and you said your name.
Yeah, I did.
And I was
you know,
surprised you said your name.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I just told her your name was Bean.
Yeah. Well, you know, I don't never want to start off like that though. Like my name is Beans, and then you
Why
just
not?
they look at me like,
My name Beans.
nigga, no, it's not.
Yes, it is. See, I feel like you have to encompass who you are. If you feel your name is Beans, your name is Beans.
From here on out, that's how I'm going to introduce myself.
Yeah, I felt stupid because I was like, "Hey, this is my
You
friend."
did say,
I said, "This is my friend Beans,"
well,
and
she,
then
she gave me a look, and I was like, all right, my name is blah blah blah.
yeah, he just folded and just told her his
Alright,
nickname,
that's-
his real name. I'm like, "Why you give this girl?"
It was a friend.
And then she played you.
She did, which was
Look,
fucked up.
can I bring it up?
Go ahead, bring it up.
All
man.
right, so we went to the Dave Chappelle show.
Yes.
And from that, I had a date. He came there, and I'm like, "Hey, this is my friend Beans." We was at before we went to the show. We're all sitting together.
Yeah.
I'm like, "This is my friend Beans," and then she's like, "Beans, what's your?" He's like, "Hi, what's your name?" And he just like, "My name's," and I was just like, and I was looking at him like,
okay, I won't do it again. Okay.
so now she's calling him that name instead of calling him Beans.
But listen, by end of the night, that's what she was calling me Beans by
You know
the end of
why?
the night.
She kept calling you Beans because I kept calling you Beans. I think she forgot your real name. Yeah, because I never call you your first name.
Yeah.
You know, but what I was saying was she played him because, and I want you to tell me if do you feel like that she played him. She comes out of nowhere and says, "I don't have any friends for you," or no, she said, "I don't have any friends," and then he was like, "Okay," and she was like, "No, I don't have any friends for you." Do you feel like that was that kind of like playing him?
No, she
No, she knew he was single.
she don't know. You just put me out there like that.
I thought you
It was
already,
too late now.
you already said that though.
No, I didn't say it.
Not to her, but
No,
to
to her, your friend, yeah.
no, I'm saying on the show you said it.
I don't remember saying it. Whatever. Well, it's out there now. Who cares? She knew
Go ahead, just you say it now. I don't want to say it. I'm feeling like-
anyway.
so
Anyway,
at the end of the day, she said she thought he was single, so she said what she said, and I kind of felt like out of the blue, no one asked her about her friends,
no.
no one, and then he was like, "All right, I wasn't looking for your friend."
I was like, I'm not looking for nobody.
Was she playing her? So, okay, so this is the thing after the fact. When I brought it up to her later on, next days after and I said, that was a little weird that you said that. She tried to play it off like she was joking. I want to know, do y'all do that? Do you go and when you say something that you know you probably shouldn't have said, you know it was like, I fucked up. Do you play the I was joking card? Because I see that shit. I see that shit all the time.
She's sitting there laughing.
Every girl does this bullshit. I was joking, but she was not.
She do. Like you stumbling upon your words.
Because you say something that you know you put your foot in your mouth. You shouldn't have said it. And then you use it as I was joking once you realize how fucked up what you just said was.
Well, this chick, she just met me for 10 seconds.
This was her first time meeting him.
She met me for 10 seconds.
So then when I brought it up to her,
like, what's it?
She said she was joking. And I was like, yeah, you wasn't. Like I feel like I have to call you out when I know you're bullshitting. Because let me tell you why. No. Let me tell you how this how it was. But I know you can't. I know. Are you just listening, or can you watch? Or can you see us?
I think she's just listening. She just listening.
He's listening. Okay. Okay. So she just says this is the tone she uses. Yeah. How you doing? My name's such and such. Okay, cool. I don't have any friends. Say what you said.
I was like, you don't have any friends.
He said you don't have any friends. That's what because he's thinking she's saying I don't have any friends, like I don't have any friends.
Like she don't have no, like
so
she
he was
doesn't have
like,
any friends.
He was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, no, I don't have any friends for you. And then
I was like, oh well, I ain't looking for nobody. So
and then she just said, oh, and then she kept like, and I just stared at her like, what the fuck do you say that for? Why would you say that?
This was like the very beginning of the conversation. Like
so awkward.
10 seconds in, I was like,
yeah, go ahead
now.
It don't matter. Mm-hmm. Okay, I did share some information.
Okay,
but I didn't know this dummy was gonna.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. Okay. I'm about to hang your ass up.
I'm sitting there looking at her like, why the hell would she say that to me?
Okay. All right. So can I just be honest? All right.
Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead, man.
Before you came in, she said, we listen. All right. Before you came in, I did say, hey, this my man Bean's about to walk in. You know, he's sitting with us. And then she said, she ain't got a date. He ain't bringing nobody with him. And I said, no, he was going to, but they couldn't make it. And right, you know what I'm saying, but he still wanted to go. And then I said, you know, can I just say it or?
Yeah, fuck it. Go ahead. I don't care. So people gonna know eventually anyway. Go ahead.
Or do you want to say it? You want me to say it?
Go ahead, man.
All right. So then I pretty much said, you know, he's getting divorced. He's going through a divorce. And
it happens. Okay, listen.
so I said that not thinking she's going to try to hook him up with somebody. I'm just saying, look, don't, I'm telling her this so she don't bring up shit.
Yeah. What's up?
Do you think? Okay, hold
I'm
on.
just gonna look at him like,
Wait a minute,
look
hold
at
on.
this chick.
So wait a minute. What we about to do is try to blame this on me. That's what we about to do. Are we about to blame this on me? What? Wait a minute. Hold up. Why do me telling her? I told her he's sitting with us. She knew this. She said, why? She said, is he coming alone? I said, yes. She said, why is he coming alone? I said, well, he had a date or he had somebody, but they couldn't make it. That's all I said.
And I mean it I'm gonna say
It don't make no damn sense.
It do make sense why she came out of her mouth and said it. 'Cause
Okay.
I was just looking at her like, what the? Yeah. I'm like, what?
Okay,
the
but
hell?
my thing is this. So if I would have said, let's just say this, if I would have said he's single, and not told her the information of him being divorced, him the girl couldn't show up. If I just said he's single, what would have changed from her saying that dumb shit? She still would have said that nonsense. Then, no, I'm listening.
Oh, did she cut off?
Okay. Then the next day or 2 days later, she starts telling me how much she had a great time, da da da. And then she says, we should go to a club with me, you, and my friend and your friend. And I said, what? I said, my friend. So I said, wait a minute, what are you talking about? So she sends me a picture of her friend and says, yeah, me and my friends could go hang out with you and your friend. I said, I thought you said you didn't have any friends. Well, now you're trying to hook my friend up with somebody. Now, mind you,
don't listen.
Don't
and, feel bad for me.
That's what I mean by no. Watch how she tried to. Hell no. No, Shay. Because he's, you know what she said to me while we were sitting there?
Yeah.
And the nonsense, this is why I say she said some ridiculous. She gonna lean over to me talking about, he just looks sad.
I was like, what?
I said, what? He looks sad.
I was like, yo, what's going on?
I said, that's him. I said, that's how he looks.
I wasn't. We was at a comedy show.
She was projecting.
I was like,
because of the story I told her. And this is word for word. I said, look. Why is me telling her, no, this is the problem. She looked at it as, because I said he's going through a divorce. Instantly, for women.
I'm not sad about it.
I'm not saying there aren't men who get sad about divorce. But what I'm saying is, don't take because someone's going through a divorce that you just automatically think they're sad or they're desperate or they need to talk to somebody.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I was having a good time, and it just
she leaned at me and said, "He's so sad right now." I said, "He's laughing." What the fuck is he sad?
I was sitting there like, "What?"
I'm like, if you don't stop projecting onto this man that you want him to be depressed because he's going through something, I'm like, just watch the show. Damn it. So,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, sad. I ain't sad. What you talking about?
So then I look over it. I'm like, this bitch is stupid. She don't know what she's saying. So So then when she tries to hook up my friend, now it makes me be like, you did feel like he was fucking pathetic or sad because you already like, oh, I ain't got no friends.
I was
Now
like,
you're like,
what?
I feel bad for him. He's been sitting here by himself. And I'm like,
and I'm sitting there looking at Canty like, yo, what's up with your friend, man? What's going on with her?
and I'm just like, I don't know where she's going with this. I didn't think me saying that was gonna take her to this level of being that way.
I was just looking at her the whole night. I was like,
so then she sends me a picture of a girl in the face, and I'm like, okay, she ain't that bad. So I said, well, let me just send it to him and see if he wants to talk to her. So I send him the picture of the face. But then I'm the kind of person like, you just can't send me a face photo. I want to see what the body look like. You know me, Shay. I need to know what the body looking like. So yeah. So I'm like, well, what's the rest of the area looking like? Show us what. She's like, and she gonna have to. So I'm like, that's weird. Why would you need to see what the other person? I said, sorry, I'm not dating a puppet. The men want to see what the whole package is looking like. What is weird about that? I don't see. My thing is this, ladies, y'all gotta understand something. We want to see all of you. We don't want to see your angled photo to make yourself look like you got a booty, or angled photo to make sure you look like you ain't got no gut, or angle photo to just show your titties and you know you got a flat ass. Show your whole body so we can get a good scope of what you look like. So when we meet you, we are good. By who? No, wait a minute, hold up. I ain't never catfished nobody. Well, okay, how tell us how a man catfished you. Well, tell it to the people now. Go on, tell us.
oh.
Butt dial.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
pushing 4.5.
Wait a minute, did you say 400,000?
She's at 400 solid.
She's like, he bleed diabetes.
You can smell the diabetes.
Okay.
On, huh?
Okay. Now, my question is this: who do you think catfishes more, men or women? You know you lying. Oh God.
How you get catfish twice?
She got catfish twice for the same dude. What was he?
Oh, you like some of that white chocolate?
So you dating Rocky. I know you didn't just fucking say. Did you not just say he had glasses? That's what you going with? Wait a minute, hold on. I want you to understand what you just said. He catfished me. He wore glasses. This motherfucker Clark Clint, when he over there look like super. I want to hear. That is not a catfish. Okay. Like what?
You don't like the nerds?
So well, wait a minute. So wait a minute. You associate somebody holding a conversation with being a nerd?
Keep going. Anyway, what you saying? Go ahead.
So you wouldn't date a handicapped person? What you mean? Don't do you? I'm asking a question.
Listen,
We-
no judgment here. If it's not for you, it's just not.
If
for
you don't want to date radio, just say it.
dead wrong for that.
Hey, I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Look, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm still talking to her because I no gum, no teeth. You know what we thinking?
No teeth.
This thing about to be
It's-
good.
See, that's not a cap.
That's not a good
that's a game changer for us.
yeah, man. Like, oh hell, I know she about to tear it up. You can't see. There's nothing. This is what you don't understand. There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with the no ass, but you need to prepare. You have to prepare us for it. You can't sit there and make us believe you have an ass, and then when we see you and you flat as a 2x4. No, see this. No, this is the difference. You talking about a style. In those pictures, he looked cool. No, you said he looked nerdy when you met him. So it was a style that you didn't like. He didn't look different. He just wore different clothes that look. See, this is the difference. Well, so you looking you looking for ass? That what you telling us? You looking for cheeks? Gluteus maximuses?
The what?
I'm gonna fight this motherfucker. She tries to say that I have a frog booty. She said I have a frog booty. And she said that because look, there she did. And you fuck you talk about. You say I had a frog booty because she said she sent me a photo of a frog and it had the little ass cheeks like tight. And I was just like,
Yo,
I'm gonna fight your ass.
I
never heard. I said, what the fuck is a frog booty? And she sent it to me.
Shay.
Let's keep it 100.
Shay.
She wanted me to send a picture of my ass.
What?
She wanted me to send a picture of my ass to her, and I said, my ass is not the ass that people just want to see. She's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, what the fuck is a frog booty?
And my thing is, men typically don't send ass pictures. Like that is an odd request to a man.
Let me see if I can find y'all.
She said a whole Shay. You said my man had a frog booty.
She asked me, like, what you got a frog booty? And I was like, what the fuck is a frog booty? And then she was like, you know. Okay. Hold on. All right, y'all ready?
We look at that.
Hold on. I'm about to show y'all what she meant by a frog booty. And I told her I give fair ones to women. I don't give a fuck. We can go 12 rounds in the ring.
Shay,
Cause
Shay, I would run.
All right, y'all ready? This is what she trying to say my ass looked like. A frog booty. And I was like, this some bullshit right here. I probably felt some type of way because I was like, damn it, that's probably how my ass look.
You see her.
Oh, I was tight.
Because don't nobody want to have a frog booty.
Nobody wants a frog booty. And the fact that you even said that, and now I have to, all I can do is picture my ass looking like a damn frog now. No, see, this is what we mean by silence. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, it's best not to say it at all. Because see, if I'm a man, right? If I'm a man, I'm supposed to just take this beating she giving me of judging my body.
But see that.
But a woman, if I was to say something not appealing to her body, I'll be paying for that.
Body shaming.
Oh, I'll be body shaming. What?
Oh, y'all dissing each other?
What I say about your arms? But that I love them. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you to lie. Go ahead. Say what I said. Say what I said about your arms. I said, why you got a jacket on in the middle of the summer? It's hot. And she can say what you said. And I said, why? Because she got big mama arms. And she got mad and shot my, because I said I don't mind them. I don't mind rubbing them. So I didn't say I like rubbing your back fat.
You said.
What'd I say then?
You said.
I did say, I said most women who don't want to expose their arms because they feel like they got big arms. That's what I said. But then I said, I like girls with bigger. So I ain't like rubbing your back fat. I ain't like rubbing your back arm fat. Yeah, okay. You don't remember that. You try to block that out, though.
She said she got big mama arms. That's what you said.
I said that, yeah. Big mama could cook. Big mama, everybody. Big mama was respected by everybody.
I don't.
Who the hell can you compare to a frog? I compared her to a respected grandmother. She to an animal.
I want to say I don't think a young woman wants to be compared to her grandmother. Body wise.
So you don't want to be compared to your matriarch.
Body wise, I don't think they do.
Well, that's what y'all gonna become at some point. So everybody don't become big mama at some point. She know I love. Look, first off, I've never been negative about her body.
She may have taken it as negative though.
She came out negative. She said she didn't like her. I never said nothing about not liking your arms. So, that's not. I said she took it that how I said it. I did not say it that way.
So this was the first time y'all met, and he said
This wasn't the first time we met.
Oh, okay.
This was probably like the second or third time.
I'm about to say first time encounters don't really
And-
go too well. But
No, my first dates always go well.
okay.
And now let me ask you this: ask her, did we go on a third date?
Did you go on a third date? Oh,
What'd she say?
She said, "Yeah, went on
Okay,
five."
so then that means I really, the way she's telling the story, it didn't go down the way she's making it seem. Because if I really degraded her that bad, she seen me in some jeans. She knew, this is the thing, she done seen me in some goddamn jeans. She know I don't have no ass. And she gonna say, oh my God. That's like saying I ain't stare at the dump truck. And you gonna sit there and say, I didn't see it. Like, come on now. Just like anybody who got big titties or a big booty, somebody who flat chested or no ass, everybody can see that shit. We all can see it. How can I hide something I don't have? You hiding me that you didn't have an ass. What you talking about?
She catfish you.
Okay. Since I got you on the air, right now,
Okay.
I want to know, because everybody, I'm talking to some girls, and they say, girls who don't know me, who have not gone on dates with me, who have not spent time with me. You Shay, you have. I want you to tell me, rate me 1 to 10 as first. No, as a first dater, as a date. No, not even that. Just going on dates. I want you to rate me. Going on dates, just the experience of dating me in a dating form when we go on dates. We went on 5 dates. Give me your honest, truthful opinion of our first date.
Are we rating 1 through 10 here?
Well, yeah. You want to do 1 through 10? Is that fair?
Yeah, rate 1 through 10.
1 through 10, first date. First date experience first. Give me the first date experience score. What are you putting up the score? Did you think?
Yeah. Oh.
Let me ask you this. Do you have a gun to your head right now? Okay.
Just press the digits if you're in danger.
Okay. I just want people to see this, because before we go further, they have this misconception of me. And you are one of the rare people who hear the stuff I say, but then you know me as in reality, right?
Oh man. Okay, so let's go overall.
Overall, okay. So
not sounding too confident.
I'm gonna let her. Okay.
Frog booty and all.
He said frog booty and all. Don't be nice.
Just be real.
Be real.
There ain't no judgment here.
I'm not gonna be mad at you.
I might laugh.
Whatever
but-
number you give me, B.
Okay, that's
Okay.
not bad.
Now, I kind of feel like I know why I dropped in some scores. Dropped
Well,
down 2
the
points
Medea arms
or 3
didn't help
arms
you
for
none.
3 points. No, and I don't even think it's that. I think what it was, that was minor. Yeah. That wasn't even a factor because if like I said, if she felt some type of way that much, we wouldn't went on another date.
8 is
Okay.
a solid score.
So I think, and I'm gonna be 100%, and you tell me if I'm lying. The reason my point score went down was one, I was still not over my ex. I was dating her, still trying to figure out if I want to date my ex. Okay.
Did she know this at the time?
She knew
Oh,
it.
you
She did.
did.
I she put me in my place. She pretty much was like she put the pressure. She put the pressure on me. AKA what it was
Listen, I really think women intuition is real. I really
I
believe
think
in that.
well not even that. It was not even that. It was like I hadn't made the full move
Mhm.
to go further into the relationship, and I knew she probably knew. She knew I liked her, but she knew something was holding me back from getting all that loving.
Okay.
And not mind you, I was fighting with it bad because you met Shay.
I have met Shay.
For
And
y'all,
she seems like a very
she's
nice
a
person.
very nice woman, very nice girl. You know, she's really one of the most down to earth people I met in the last few years. And she got a dump truck. She got a lot of cheeks. And I'm telling you right now,
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you.
uh,
I honestly didn't even notice it.
good. I'll be the one to notice it.
I didn't
But
notice it.
I was like, oh my God. Like because she
did-
tried.
you
You can't
did-
cover.
You did a good job because
No,
I totally missed it.
Guess what? I cover my shit because I don't have no shit to cover. She can't cover it. I don't care what she put on. She can put a mini hoodies, turtleneck, whatever she want to put on it. The thing is back there. So, you know, I'm sitting there like, man, I'm trying to do like I'm feeling bad because I wanna mess with her, but then I also don't want because she's such a cool person. I'm like, I don't want to get her more involved or me getting more involved, and I'm not fully committed because once you meet people and you go on dates, and like I said, I'm a good listener, so I actually ask her questions about herself and things she's going through, and she's telling me these things of her life, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm really with some bullshit right now.
You humanized her. That's what you.
And
did.
I'm giving and like I kind of wish I didn't go on so many dates with her because I think I would have dehumanized her. If I'd have just tried to mess with her like the second date, I think I probably would have went through with it. But since we had went on so many dates and I started really liking her
And
as a
you-
person,
you respected her like her
I
as a
respected
person.
her to where I was like, I don't want to just do her dirty like this. In my mind,
and that's a good thing though.
is it?
It is.
I'm
It,
playing,
I mean,
right.
listen, as men, it feels like trash. Honestly, it does. But really, it is a good thing.
It is, but you gotta understand something too, though. She got the dump truck. I'm telling you, look, I was fighting with myself because the devil on one shoulder was like,
Look,
You-
Shay, I'm gonna say this, and you might be mad at me for saying this. If he keep mentioning it, I'm gonna have to see it just to see what's going on. Because he keep mentioning this thing. It sound like it because he done said it like 5 times. And it's man, you keep mentioning stuff over and over again.
Right. Well, you know what it is? Like you know how something has like just wait. just wait. That's what but so I'm just like, you know what? The devil on me on one side saying, like, you know, you want to, and then she didn't make it no better because she's telling me stories. She's telling me stories about how there's this dude like trying to stalk her.
Okay.
And like shit like that. So I'm just sitting there like,
so
oh,
let me get this out of let me get this.
Yeah, whatever. That's not what men get from that.
Okay. Well, let me apologize in advance. Well, yeah, it's a lot of crazy dudes out there.
There is.
Let me apologize in advance. If we ever meet again, it's going to be in the back of my head to see what he was talking about. And I'm not gonna make it obvious. I was gonna be like, okay.
See, you better than me because I'm the type of person to run right up on her.
I'm like, okay.
You know I will.
I just be like, okay, I see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna make it obvious. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy.
Then it's like, okay, so what was the thing that attracted you to me?
That's a good question.
You know, cause yeah, I guess saw me or just on my profile, but yeah, when you saw me, because I mean, like you said, you didn't feel like I was a catfish, right? Okay, so
I know how that feels. I get that nowadays.
What was the thing that you were like, okay, he's cool, or whatever you liked about me? Because I can tell you what I liked about you. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. I mean, he is a big dude. I give him that.
Yeah.
See, that's one of the pluses of being a bigger dude.
It is.
You don't have skinny people problems like I got.
No.
Ain't nobody looking at me like that.
Nobody ever looks at me like, oh, I'm gonna try him. They always be like, oh, he could protect me.
Ain't nobody looking at me like that.
Like when I walk, she be like, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know.
That's nice.
See,
I never figured you for the affectionate type.
I'm very affectionate. I very am because I don't. First off, I think it's awkward if we both go on a date and we both already seen each other on profile. It ain't like a blind date, so we know what we look like. We know, and I'm pretty sure we talked on the phone before we actually went on a date, didn't we? I said we talked on the phone before we actually went on a date, right? Yeah, see that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we talked on the phone for a little bit, and then we like, let's set up a date, meet. I think for me, talking on the phone, just breaking that little, first talking meeting, like you're not crazy, I'm not crazy. We can kind of conversate, and it doesn't always work. Sometimes you could talk to somebody on the phone, and then you meet in person, it's just awkward. I try to break the awkwardness as soon as I can. And how do I do that is by touching you. I figure if I hold your hand or I put my arm around you or, give you a hug or something, it makes it be like we're not just strangers. Even though we are strangers, it's a little easier to, you know,
Okay.
yeah, I was like, give me your hand.
Look at Canteen being the
A
gentleman.
gentleman.
Look at that.
I do have a gentle side.
I figured you for the savage.
No, I can be that too, but I was being nice with her.
Listen,
I read the room.
I can't sit here and talk. With most men, we do have a savage side. So it's, you know,
I was in a stage where I was trying to be a better man, but then also was trying to figure out what I was gonna do with my ex. Like I was like, you know, it's that weird stage where you've been with somebody for years and you're like, I don't want to just quit on them, but then I'm also like, I'm not happy. So I went out, meet other people, met Shay. Shay was like, oh, she cool as hell, you know, and she got a look that I like, that I'm attracted to. And then
Did I meet her at did I meet you at his birthday party? Is that where I met you at? Okay. There it is. I was trying to remember where I met her at.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got her.
And then yeah, she oh speaking of that, so she just popped up. I did not know she was gonna be there. I didn't, you know, but I did put an open invite to people.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I did. I think I met her from I think I'd known her from the podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
You knew her from the podcast,
but then that's the first time I met her in person.
Yes,
because I think we were talking. Then I realized who she was.
Would you hear her voice?
I was like, wait,
because she has a unique voice.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I know her. And then she called me Beans. I was like, oh, she do know.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
She do know.
You're like, how you know me?
Yeah,
like, from the show.
I was like, oh yeah, and then it hit me. I was like, oh, you here?
So I was just like, oh my God, you know what? All right, cool.
I ain't gonna lie. I was standing there to see how I was gonna play out. I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't shit, man.
I was like, let's see how this goes.
What you mean? Oh, which girl? Was she light skinned or dark skinned? Oh, brown. Oh, that was her. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Well, that one, surprisingly enough, you know what's so funny about this whole situation? Like, and I told me and Beans, and we got another friend that's a female, and she was there too. And she feels that I was wrong,
out of pocket
to have you there.
I mean,
and that's what I'm trying to explain to them, but they don't see it that way.
But the thing is, I'm thinking, well, yeah. Well, here goes my thing. Here goes my.
Thinking whoever I was gonna have there would be gone by
Well, here goes my. Here go my thing, Shay. Now, what if the roles were reversed? You know what I mean? I hate to play devil's advocate, but I'm going to. What if you were there? What if you were cooking? Because that's what she was doing. She cooked for the party, whatever.
Hey.
All right. Anyway, never mind.
No.
Never mind. Never mind. I'm talking too much. I apologize.
I see you do that a lot.
I do that. I don't, Never mind. We gonna edit that out.
I thought I didn't either. Let me just- how could you not put yourself in that situation if you did?
Monty, you did kind of show up at the party. I mean,
We had an argument about this. I was like, you. First off, I told her, I said, you
oh, you was mad.
but you didn't give me a gift, even though you did pop up. Look, no, what I'm saying is, her argument was, I'm coming at her for just popping up. Because what I said was, you came, you didn't bring a gift. I was under impression, if I go to somebody's birthday party, I bring them a gift. That's what the whole argument was that.
That's basically what I do too.
Yes. So when I brought up, and this is why women fail at arguing. Well, men fail at arguing if they listen to this shit. I brought up the reason she didn't bring a gift that I thought was a little tasteless. That's what I told her. And then she said, well, I mean, you mad that I popped up? And I was like, well, yeah, that too. But then she was like, so why would I bring a gift? And I'm like, what does one have to do with the other?
You still popped up.
But she explained to me in her version of where she comes from. They bring gifts sometimes. They don't. I don't know what she said something about what. Now,
I understand everybody has different upbringing.
Now, do you, in your group, the person you talking to, do you go to their birthday party and don't bring them anything? I'm talking to you, Beans.
You talking to me?
I'm gonna talk to Beans.
Mm-hmm.
So mine was first. This is why. Hold on. This is why I say women are reactive, not proactive.
So
they're waiting on the man to do something
I'm gonna
first
say
before they do it.
How long had y'all known each other at that time?
At that time, we had went on probably about 3 or 4 dates. It'd been about 3 dates. I'll say about 3. Cause we had I want to say by the 3rd date we had kissed.
I mean, I can almost see where it coming because y'all still was kind of new. But you did show up to my man party. and I'm coming from a place where I was told if somebody's nice enough to invite you somewhere, you don't show up empty-handed.
Now, mind you, I'm from Buffalo. You from Niagara Falls.
Yes.
She from New York City.
Okay.
I
can tell by the accent.
New York City people, this is what they do.
Yeah.
I said, okay. I can't I can't agree with you, but I can understand this is your way of moving. That's the way you move. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just different. That's all. And we moved on from that, and I will say this, and this is to Shay's credit, she did make it up to me.
Okay.
She did make it up. And
so this is why it should be water on the bridge.
I threw a couple jabs.
Oh, you kept breaking it up. Kept breaking.
Hey, I made her feel. She was like, what did I say? Go ahead, spit this game.
You was like, oh, I think I'll be here for someone else.
I said, look, I said some shit. I pulled some shit out of my. I said, nah, it's okay. If it's in you, it's in you. And I just shit like that. She's like, yeah, and then she'll be like, what does that mean? I'm like, I gotta talk to you later. Click.
Put on that guilt string, huh?
Yeah, I hit her with that.
Tugged on it.
If it's in you, it's in you. I can't make you be how
Dang,
I think you should be. But you are who you are.
You was like, all right, that's enough.
And I said, okay, that's fine.
Dang.
I said, okay, that's fine. No, it didn't bother me. It didn't. No, I said, it don't bother me. I just understand how you move. That's all I said. I said, I understand how you move now. That's all I said.
He hit you with that. Yeah, he got hit you with that. I mean, you made it up. You made it up to him. I mean, so you should be good. I will hope. So the question is, his birthday coming up again.
Would you? I feel like this. No, this would. But when my birthday comes, if I'm doing.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Shay.
Wait a minute.
I love you.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. What? What did I? Okay, tell Beans and the Social Norm audience, what did I say I was going to do? You're right. I wasn't eating meat back then.
Oh.
All right, Shay. I will have to. All right.
Defense rest, huh?
I don't know if I did that or not, but it sounds like something I say. Cause I feel like cooking for a woman will make, it's like the
Listen. If I was your lawyer, I'm like, stop talking.
Right.
I don't know.
Silence.
I don't know if I did that or not. No, let's stop.
Silence. You're right. This show is about silence, fellas.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna talk about it. Look. When we get off the line, we'll talk about this. I'm gonna right my wrongs.
There you go.
See. But we're gonna get up out of here.
How long is it?
2 hours.
Oh, wow,
and we appreciate you, Shay, for calling in, giving us your insight on the topic and making us laugh. I think you should be a regular.
You really should,
because you are funny, and I told you you're real. We do, because she real. I only deal with real people, and she got a good heart.
Okay.
And she got a dump truck. All right, we'll holler at you.
It's not a bad thing.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you.
Canteen. All right, y'all. Look, I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. You know, next time if y'all want to call on the show, you know the number. But go ahead and hit that like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit the notification bell. Every Monday and Friday, we come in on 4:30 Eastern time. Today's the weekend. I want y'all to go ahead and do something for yourself. All right. Don't be worried about all this nonsense talking back and forth with your lady or your friends. Just be silent and go ahead and win the day, man. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good weekend.
Hey, it's the social norm. And do you want to do this one?
Hit him up with it.
All right, wait, hold on. Let me take this banner off, y'all, because I need y'all to enjoy y'all weekend on this one.
Daddy.